Now I will discuss about the group by and having. Okay, so what is the group by? The group by clause is actually used to group the rows with the same values into summary rows. That means it will based on some condition, it will just group the rows and some values it will take and make it in a summary row. So how I can work with that? If I give example, you will understand. But remember that the group by is often used with the aggregate functions. For example, count, max, mean, sum, average, AVG. I already have discussed about this in front of you, so I'm not going to tell you what does this do. So after working with the aggregate functions to group, it just make a group with the result set by one or more columns. So uses is like this: select all, select this one, column 1, then sum of column 2, average column 3, this type of from table name and group by column 1. Okay, so I will have to tell group by which. Now I am going to give you an example, then you will understand. For example, I am going to describe you a table. You see that this is a table where there are total 3 persons: Smith, Robin and Peter. Smith get his salary, his 1000 is his January month salary. Okay, and the Smith's salary for the February month is the same. So Robin gets 2000 in the month of January and 2000 in the month of February. And there is another person, he is Peter. His January month salary is 1500, that, and another one is this in the February month. So I now want to get each person's salary, total salary, that is in this table. So Smith gets 1000 in January and 1000 in February. So the total salary he got from this table is 2000. Robin gets 2000 and 2000, 4000, and Peter gets 1500 and 1500, that means total 3000. So I want to get a table like this: Smith's total is this, Robin's total is this, and Peter's total is this. In this case, I will have to use the group by method. Just you can run the query like this: select name and the sum. I need the sum because the sum will be Smith's 2 months salary, total salary. So sum of bracket, I parenthesis, and here I will have to give the salary. So in the parenthesis you will have to tell the field name, which field it will make the sum on which field, that you will have to give here. And another one is for display, who is the person. And this sum will be as total page. Just I add a new text here. You can give here any text, no problem. From employees table, and group by equal to name. That means the sum of this will be, but what group? What will be the group? Group means name. So that means it will first take, it will first search in this table by name and get unique name. So Smith 2 times it will take 1 time, Robin 2 times it will get 1 time, Peter 2 times it will get 1 time. So unique value he will take here. If I give here group by name, so it will search here and make this unique name. So then he will take 1 name from there, for example Smith, and then he will apply the sum salary on this field. That means he will search where the Smith has total sum, this and this, so 2000. Say he will get another one from this list, Robin, and then he will again search here, that is 2000, 2000, 4000. So in this way this function will create this table. I hope you have understood what is the logic in the case of group by. Okay, you can also here give group by name. For example, in the month of February, what are the total salary I give. In the month of January, or what the admin gave the total salary. Then if you call here group by month, what will happen? You will see that in this table there will be January and February, and in January the total salary will be this and this, that means 4500. So in this way you can use the group by. So group by name, and that must be here, select name, otherwise it will not work perfectly. So this is the group by example. Now I am going to call you another clause, that is having clause. It is actually used to filter group results that are aggregated using the group by clause. That means, for example, I want to apply some condition here into another field. So in that case you will have to use the having. That means, for example, it allows us to specify conditions for the group. That means under a condition the group by will work rather than for individual rows. Okay, so I cannot give condition to individual row. When we use the where query, what we did, we applied the condition to individual row, but in order to apply condition in the group by, you cannot use where. In that case you will have to use the having. So let's do that. Here you see that this is another example, that is Robin and Peter. Okay, so there are actually 3 persons, but you see that the another person name is not here. That means I am going to apply a condition. I will only show the total salary in those cases where the total salary is greater than 2,500. For example, I apply this condition. So it is like before, like you will use select name, sum salary as total paid from employees table, group by name. Up to this it is okay, but here I am going to apply another condition here that we used in the case of where, when we applied the condition on the rows, but here I will apply the condition on the group by. So the total paid amount will be, that means sum salary will be, that means is greater than 2,500. So Smith salary, you see that 1,000 and 1,000, that means 2,000, that is less than this. So that is not included into the list. So in order to apply any condition, we will just use the having with group by. The group by can also used with the join query. So group by can be used in combination with join clause to aggregate data from multiple tables. For example, in that case I will use T1, who is table. You already know that when we apply the join, then we can rename the table from table, then T1, join with table to T2. These are short name. So from table 1 I get the column 1, and from table 2 I get the sum table 2 dot column 2. That means this will you apply the sum. That means this is integer type information, right? So group by, so join, in the case of join I must have to give one t1.td, group by in the first column, that means t1.column1, I just apply the group by on this. So let's take an example. You see that in the similar example, the last example, we have this, and I used another information, that is department. So each person has a department. Smith is under CSE, Robin is under Tripoli, and Peter is under math. So if I use the join in this table, you see that select e.name. So from here name, in the previous case it was actually name, but here as I'm going to use the join, so I will have to call the table name. So employees E is the table name. So I call here e.name, then sum dot, instead of salary I will call it e.salary, as total paid is okay like before, and department name, because I want to show the department name. So department ID is here and name is here, so I will join the two tables. So here I will call the department name, and from where employees table E, inner join department table D. So e dot department ID, how I can make a relation between these two table, that is on e dot department ID, that means here department ID equal to this table, this primary key ID. So this is okay. Then group by e dot name, this is like before, you know, I will group by this name, and having e sum e dot salary is greater than 2,500. So everything is like before. But here one thing will extra come, that is department name. You see that Robin and Peter comes like before 4,000 and 3,000, but who Robin is under whose department, that will come here now. So in this case, upon the join, you can easily use the group by and having. I hope you have understood the video. Thank you.